Alright, let's get started now. Hello guys, it's Rob Phoenix. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be continuing some more Basic Justice for All. Last week we finished up Reunion and Turnabout, and today we will be going to the most infamous case in Ace Attorney, which is called Turnabout Big Top. Which is pretty infamous because this is not a favorite case of everybody. But I'll judge it for myself. So for now we will begin episode 3, Turnabout Big Top. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonders of flight. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only, Maximilian Galactica. December 26th, age 23, very big circus entrance. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't been caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through the ring of fire, and an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention a guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He is absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick? Huh? What is it, Pearl? Does magic have anything to do with Cali spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with showering. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearl? I'm sorry. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Crane Village, and it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from her and is returning to her normal self. Oh, it's time to go. You're right, I can't miss the last train. Pearl, you remember the train? Of course I did, but I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for a new year. Don't worry about it, really. You're going to visit Mr. Nick in New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you will spend some time with New Year's with your special someone. Apparently! Look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick! Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Okay. Well, today wraps up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello, this is the Radical Loft, and it's just terrible! Ah, Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office? What are you talking about? Listen, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now let's check on the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of the circus and onlookers. The Very Big Circus? That's the circus we went to, right? They say that there was a murder. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max. They arrested Max Galactica. Maximilian Galactica. Let's call him Max. Popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya says she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll see you 2 hours at the Tin Center. Huh? What? See you there. Still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Well, I guess we got dragged that out of a will. Right. Okay. That's good. What are they talking about? Why did they arrested Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with the sleight of a hand. Maximilian Galactica will never do such a thing. Fabulous! Whatever the young lady just said is absolutely fabulous! What a clever girl, such a fabulous understanding of events. What is with this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitor's room. It's Max! Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica. Alright, sweetie, pick a card, any card. He called me sweetie. Ooh, Nick. Ah ha ha ha, time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card. This one. Uh-huh, I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. Ah, you got it, I got it. Nick, look, I got it. What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valuable possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Max. Well, time to make this an absolute fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. Ugh, I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card, any card. I want this one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to the visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Take up as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over here. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Oh god, I forgot he says that. Thanks, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better too. Why do you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? Oh, I can use magic, then I can make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately, you've been awfully famous, have you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head, get it straight. Gee, people nowadays, they get their panties all in the bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed, it was fabulous! I won a Magician's Grand Prix held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award to recognize that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. It was a trophy and a bust. It was a fab. I mean, it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible. Isn't it? I'm Sir particularly the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess he didn't win the trophy for the most marvelous magician. You were signing an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. I'm sure you do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch the magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus is a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what's going on there. Huh? What do you mean? It's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out of domes to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I provide the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was another magic trick. Isn't it wonderful, sweetie? Yeah. I made all the old crusty performers obsolete. But I kinda like the circus performers. Maya looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Last night, the ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room. So then why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult to me at matters. That's all. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. She's right, I think it should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What do you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What do you want to talk about the ringmaster, Nick? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as much as you agree, don't you? Yes. That's all you talked about? Of course, it was a fabulous chat. Oh, that's a damn lie. Just fabulous. I mean, now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent of shape. What is that badge? Is it disappearing yet? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're... Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder! Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. I'm a very big star of the very big circus. And that means I'm rich, I pay fabulous sums. Which means what? Max. Quit joking around, you gotta be pulling my magic wand. Police aren't really serious about this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max, he's crushed. Well, he needs to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes? Sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please help me, I didn't kill nobody. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog and hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane. I could never. Max? I swear. I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. But really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob John. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin. Poor Maya. I must apologize for not being my absolute fabulous self just now, sweetie. Uh-huh? Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was a 10 of hearts, right? What? He got it right, again! What can I say? You too. You stole some of my most valuable possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? Alright, that's an absolute fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Alright, well, let's go. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Besides, someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. Big Top. circus stage sure doesn't look like this well from out the audience. Ah, this is where they will perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'll be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Huh, Nick? It wasn't me. The tiger! He's coming this way! Ah! Nick, you're too young to die! Nick! Stay, heal! I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. And Nick, are you okay? Ah, scared you, didn't I? Your dad is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You're too sure or quiet. What? Don't what's the matter, me? Nick, he almost died there. Ha, he wasn't anywhere close to being hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? If you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. What do you mean, you guess? What are you agreeing with her? Woohoo, your costume! Eh? It's cute, I want to try it on. Your costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not? Really? You're the best. Wow, the table turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's my cat, spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, Terry Law. When you put us up next to the animal tamer, I bet we look really odd. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Hey Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what did she say? So the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. You and your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went up on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why do you do that? I was playing with Brigitte. So she was with that beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she could tell us more about her dad. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? He can't even be scary, he's cute. Ever since Leon died, Rickett has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Leon the Lion. Dad and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon? He died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. It's Max! Hey, where's Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay, Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, isn't he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well, what? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nate, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone Professor loved to her. Professor Love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his parts anyway. And then on the exact same day, another person professed to look for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo? Trillo? Apparently he's a tenor who sings at the circus. I haven't met him yet. But she seems to be quite the hit with the man in the circus. She must have sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding, 2 people in one day? You don't know the professor my love to her. Me too, she's so cute. After practice was over, Dad went back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. This was the ringmaster's room. Yes, the room belongs to the victim, which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. I wonder what... that's an interesting poster. Ah, it's the poster of Max. I want it, Nick. I want it. I want to get out of here. It's a table for guests. There are some people scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is in this piece of paper. Yikes! Oh, what is it? I didn't know I was a magician. This salary is incredible. She looks like she's about to ready to pass off. Shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. But this document is dated a week ago. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, aren't they? Maya, we're supposed to be in on this ones around here. But, you didn't even notice that I took one. Ugh, she already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that. That should be it. This seems like a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So you might run into the stoogie clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know where I'm working in the crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, Detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own howlers. If I have to be in the circus anyways, I want to see the lion team and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body. Stage left. Nick, he's complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Do you know who will be a prosecutor at court tomorrow? Of course, it will be Miss Von Karma. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. If she shows up in the precincts, the sound of her whip never ends, pal. To the Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's something else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Mouse Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you were standing right now. Ah! Oh, surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed with a blow in the noggin, pal. Eep! It's pretty clear out as far as murders goes. He was discovered quickly. But, there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There's always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? A wooden box under the body. No clue, pal. Some forensic experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Well, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. Making footprints all over the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from, and where did the killer run up to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better state it, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he doesn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal. Huh? Okay, that's something that you've seen with the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have a very classic decorative elements. Max uses a cloak, a silk hat, and white roses in his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I must have hidden nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Tell us this was eyewitness. Tell us about the eyewitness. So about the eyewitness. Oh, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's a prosecution's trump card. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from mentioning the lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal! I wonder whose room this is. Anytime the door says Mo on it, guess he's not here. Ah, it's a real mess in here. The room's probably worse though. Oh well, I give up. You have to come back later. Huh? Hey Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. Oh. Hello. Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. Why me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just an everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happened to hang out in the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like every regular person would hang out around the circus just like that. I'm an attorney, my name's Phoenix Wright. Oh, Spirit Medium, my name is Maya. Well, I happen to be passing by. I don't suppose you know. I suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? Not a carny, I'm a performer actually. I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodsman. Your last name is Woodsman. Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben? Yes, you mean me? About the murder, I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really, I'm just your average normal guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up. Just try to smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. Did you just say that Max is not very nice? Ow, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular good guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, I right now, take this. Hello, Cablero! Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The one million customer, the rumor of Mr. Mo Curls, aka me! Earplugs. Must find earplugs! To celebrate this moment contagion, would you care for some organic grapes? Just one. You get my joke right there? I will also give you more than one. No. It's funny. It's introduced a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually lasting in the last scene, catch my drift? Maya? This is like some fictitious nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clouds are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look like Greta Garb. Oh. I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this dude keeps laughing on his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it, but you have to admit it's kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit it because he isn't. Could you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus? It's a very big story. You sure got time? All that time? And his just keeps on coming. The circus has been in business for 20 years. We opened for under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working on the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TVs, and boy, there's just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends the clowns on us. He just made a joke. Wow. Har. The ringmaster was a real shot of the circus world. A queer class act. Even when there's no customers, Russell will use his money to pay me. Because he knew that I had the family to take care of. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could someone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo. Wiggity, what? Ugh. I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about his murder. Let's see. It must have been taking place about 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act is a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit longer in the tooth. But that make-believer makes takes things too far. Make-believer. A magician. No wonder thinks he's all high and mighty. He had to go and say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean by one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. Then he's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Wouldn't you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me I can't share my story with any others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm gonna have to let those slips say zip. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I could tell you a few details, but only if you can get me old-fashioned stiff lips here to make the funny. Stiff lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. What's the matter? Just getting ready, okay? Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expressions are low. I want to let him quit his day job. Yeesh, kind of guys him slack. At least it's funnier than chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I heard, but you did try, so I can tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tuckered myself into bed, I heard him making noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thwomp. Once I heard it, I jumped out of my bed and that's what I saw. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw. But it proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he was letting on. If you think he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just he should die too. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line. But he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max plonked Barry right over the head, as hard as he could. Then, the ventriloquist with speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate it yourselves. Cafeteria? Let's just say there's got to be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The very big sugar is very big, isn't it? You should always carry them out with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I killed myself. Really? I'm dying here. Coordinary. Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clocked bang over the head there. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting here. Mick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something? Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor. Broken bottle just laying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? I'm suddenly going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Just keep our cafeteria clean when it's dirty. Oh, it's my two sweeties! Welcome to the detention center! Did he just call me his sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? How can I help you with? Well, we got quite a few clues. Wonderfully fabuloso! I mean, fabulous. That's why I came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. You must mean from the dinosaurs? How are these Jurassic electrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, aren't you? Yes, sweetie. That's what they call me, jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands her, huh? I plan on getting married with her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after he finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited on his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then, I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea where he went off to do. Alright, let's do it. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly, we reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate a new salary? I hate lies and I hate lies anymore. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you would receive quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This was dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie. That's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there's some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't that why the ringmaster called you in his room that night? Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Well, where did you get that? Cafeteria? But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max. What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. He used his bottle to... But Ben... You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like a quiet man. You fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that I was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Would you put up with that? Ill-breed? What are you talking about? The same Ben? Told he was in love with her? Are you sure this is the Ben we were talking about? All I can say is he made me mad and I had to tap him in the hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me it. Sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. See. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trillo? A puppet. The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Triloquist. I get it. Because oh, I get it, see. Ben, Trillo, of course, Capcom would do this. Ben, Triloquist. Yeah. Smart Capcom. Very smart. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hit it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off with the balls, I'd be screwed. You hit him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. What did you hit him? What, sweetie? You aren't thinking I'm trying to add it to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hit Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me? Do you, my sweets? No problem, not at all. Thank you, Max. You know, I can't stand to see my sweeties in jam. And don't go hiding puppets. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I want to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. What do you think, Nick? Wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we are making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. There's no sign of footprints in the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not saying how that's related. It looks the same as always. Great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they would notice if another poster was missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilfer? Just kidding, I know I already got one of those posters. He stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo, huh? Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All Country Quiz Champions, Ringmaster Association, Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly, Balloon Bounce Champ, Pit Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet. I think you're right. We'll just give it back to him later. Why do I have to carry this thing? Oh, hey, Ben. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, do you agree? I do indeed. Do you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Tell me what you know about the murder. Do you know anything at all? I don't know, Well, I don't know. You've been in the circus for a long time, haven't you, Ben? Yes, absolutely 4 years. I gotta admit, it's kind of interesting. I'm kind of interested in this place as well. Molo's so funny, Max is so amazing. Not to mention Regina being the cutest thing I've ever seen. Regina, I just don't really like her too much. Are you sure about that? That's odd. Max said something about a confession of love. Sorry about that, I had to get something. Probably my only control got connected too. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Sure looks like tricking Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see, maybe we should go talk to that someone. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind witch. What's your problem anyway? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben, is that you, Ben? No, I would never. It was me, yeah, me, down here. You're Trillo? That is Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blur out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, 8-bit excuse of returning. Trillo, we talked about insulting people, you promised. But he was mocking me, not being mean to boys was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo's still a puppet, right? They call it a puppet. Hey, what do you think you are calling me a puppet? Tell her what you know about the murder. You're talking to me? I say you're talking to me. You don't look at him when you're talking to me. Trillo Quest, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You the one with the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old monk pays us all peanuts. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have any nerve pills or something to drink right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, baby? Okay, I'll talk. Grab's gonna cover over the head. Let me lay it out for you. The pace sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has the hands up my pants. Your partner, you mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who's playing fun to himself leaving me alone. Tell him to back off him, won't you? He's another one of those dorks around here. Oh my. But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performance, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina! I love her, Regina. She's stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if a wolf would go that far. You have to excuse him. He doesn't understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am the appreciate her true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? You must have got knocked up the hill like this cheap head by the flying frog. You mess Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up! I made of wood! Like, you were there. You know what happened. You were there. Here, if you're interested here, let me tell you all the facts. You're kidding? You're going to marry Gina? That's right. She doesn't quite the joy awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seems troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice. It's not hers. We're getting hitched. You know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her a special gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I haven't renounced Heather. Maybe I haven't decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. Well, that lady's pretty good. Those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm an artist here. Thanks. Now the Trillo's here. Does that mean he can talk normally now? Hey, Buttface. Huh? You must be looking forward to tomorrow, are you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? It's time for me to get rid of the pesky magician once for all. Trillo? Enough jibber jabber, let's get the quarter ready. Hey! Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. What in the world happened to Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair of those two. When did I put the dating? Ooh! Oh no, not what? Ah! Yeah! Ah! Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah! My badge! Monkey stole it! What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina. You, the monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. I'll get my badge back. How can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Money? The monkey is called Money? Yes. Oh, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back? I'll see what I can do, even though I have money problems. Eh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll have to find out where Money is due to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that spooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that was always hanging out with Trillo? What do you mean hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me he was in love with me. Trillo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he is. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, were you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Oh, really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, imagine Trillo lost her other one. This is well after her hand in marriage. Yeah, but only Max talked to Reed Master about it. I forgot about that. He asked the Reed Master for her hand, not Regina directly. I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? What do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo? Wait. Do you realize that Trillo is a puppet? I don't care if he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Huh? There's a gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other Cub Squad won't be headed back to the precinct. Oh my, this is right all the time. Ugh! It's alright to be wrong every now and then, right? He just took letting his jokes find his audience. So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, maybe pull on my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same sound effect either way, are we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? So about Regina. Regina's such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside of the big top. Sounds like Pearlie. For her, every child's dream is a circus in her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, banners flying in the air, and one pretty funny clown every day. The funny thing is, that's all seems normal to her because it's her everyday life. She even explains why she thinks to marry a ventriloquist, she can marry a ventriloquist and puppet. Don't ask if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications. Have you ever heard of the monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money! He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects, it makes sense that he swiped your badge. But I'm focusing on we could chase after him. Eh? What's that? Alright now, you don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! You're not joking around though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Hey, who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where the owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait a while? Yeah, let's go. Acro's room. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyway, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. He seems like he's not around today. Eh, that's a big pile of junk on the corner. I don't think he'll be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Holy cow. There's a fork and a mirror, everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this, it's a trophy and it's really heavy. Chick, I found it! Your badge, it's right here! Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring! There's something engraved on it, from T to R. Well, I think it's about time we wrapped our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even now I can't imagine what kind of testimony will cut out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be the witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Alright, finish that first part. Alright, now we move on. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you gotta make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly up and warm up the cloud a little. No. I can't have you flying around the courtroom. It's just gonna be right. Eventually we hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why did you try flying in the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, everyone will be in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look on in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it! Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind to call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage? Ms. Blomkarma, your opening statement if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling tunnel was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? You must be still upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this one. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Juan Carlos to lose at anything. I guess being formed with the name Juan Carlos, a free pass to be ignorant and annoying. What's in the land with this Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure, the proceeding how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. Yeah, but it's not like you'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Karma. Detective Dim Gumshoe, get up here, now! Sorry to keep you from work, but I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling until it was 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top, practicing their routines. The practice section broke up at 10 p.m. The murder episode took place in the plaza from the lodging house at 10:50 p.m. The victim was found bent over in a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. Snow froze in place and it stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow, let me see. There's gotta be more to this. Hey, what's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? When you say all the circus performers, what do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Renegade the Tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what was the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are working to file a police report after these proceedings. Oh, so that's what that wristwatch is. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Red Gang while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate of Floor in his old world. The ringmaster and Max went out to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? You think they were negotiating Max's salary? Actually, Max was asking to receive his hand in marriage. I'd like it to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us everything how the whole thing went. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright. We should have to revisit that testimony later. Check the glove machine. Would you mind telling me how the victim met his end? A wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was rather a strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? It's maybe my only chance, but I might as well ask some questions. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than a fox Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. A bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's like a tin bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? Only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if it has sorts of special meaning. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found the murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as I speak. My theory is it has something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it at the on scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. Well, I think we had a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we gotta cut out garbage in this case. I think all we gotta do is get him out in a little box of pepper. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma will call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodsmith to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Shiloh will show up on the stand as well. Which obviously he is. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Ventriloquist. I am employed in an operator tender. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand to warn Mr. Benjamin Woodsmith, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. If you don't believe me, fine. I'll grace you with my song. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by the judge, dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Sheila, you don't better to insult the judge. Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you have to fix it? It's the I want to punch you in the face off chance swelling will help. You know that your nose is bleeding. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. So there's what these stories say names enough flashing into mind. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who this witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Triller handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony from my court. Ouch! You won't be getting her trying to figure out this witness. No, let's proceed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once I get to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the closet entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading this way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police show up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You sure about that? Without a doubt. He had a silk hat, cloak, and a dumb white roses on his chest. How can you make someone the crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? So that's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one little thing. You say you ditched the clown? That's right, Jazz Boy. Since you weren't with him, could that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It's a nice theory, but the clown can't beat the culprit. What's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found on the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing the signature hat during practice. If this clown was a murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your practical skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix, Wright? What do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There's only one person heading the way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you always should see someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? What are you supposed to witness have seen? That's the victim. That's correct. If Chell was the actress at the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived to see the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone could sense they figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together in the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. It seems like at this stage we have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there's clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. Oh, brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move on with the testimony. So what happened if he's the ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of the bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max clunking over the head. Nick, was it Ben the one who got knocked over in the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would be around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, I like to say after 10:30 at least. Practice ended at 10 p.m. since we were watching house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside on the weather. Well, the truth is... Would you shut up, you big nose dope? Would you tell me everything extra? Why can't you just believe that we're just standing outside in the weather? Or maybe if you were waiting for someone. Whoa, what? Who says we were waiting for someone? It's definitely right. We can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he cracked under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out the cold that night? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And that one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wow! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back from to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, I can't really ask me that question. Who cares if I'm waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may have been a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else were walked in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah!
Objection!
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to the eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene of the crime. How? There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance of the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That's... The matter of the puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now that we have waste time to get to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I had nothing to give to her. I kept it in my pocket waiting a chance to propose to give it to her. course, I had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. You were going to propose? You? A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. I mean, I'm a puppet. Doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Exactly. His Honor is looking a little less like audible right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was that sign again? What was it exactly you were planning on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, Noble Skull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer this question, what was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It is an engagement ring. An engagement ring? Whoa, those two are nearly fell off their chairs. Mr. Shini's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks to be ready to lash out a woman's hate. One hand for that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Her pain equals bad. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. First time that a puppet has ever been proposed to a human being. Ow! I'd advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree on the defense here. Will the witness provide their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring? I like to stick to the facts, not to sociality. You shouldn't do it no explaining the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving a engagement ring to Regina. Whose pocket was the ring to? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben will pull it off? I'm so sorry. Really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So you went to the Walling House to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times, but I lost count, so the obviously Snob kept getting in the way. Obviously Snob, you wouldn't probably talk about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I hold him, I'm gonna knock this wood block in half, not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? So you still think I was trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am! I spent 3 months selling on that thing, I'm not gonna give it that easily. How much should receive for appearing in the circus? Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? Maybe about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him a heck. Just has a day to confuse up again. Maybe you should get out more. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back, thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something! Eh? Don't put me in a spot like the Trillo. I found it in Money's room. Money's room? You mean really put money like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, would you prefer if you avoid slandering innocent flags in my court? Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in any sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well done. Money likes to go after the shiny things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was at time, you know, at night, time of crime. What did you say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Matt shut up the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring must have, well, it might have been taken around the time. Yow! Oh! Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the crime. It's not you to decide who has to do with what. Now Trillo, back to the top of her hand. I haven't been to think, not I, these Trilloquists. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after the ring snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? So that slow, loafy fool's called Ben's fault. While I was fumbling his way down in the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That's indeed a credible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point do you possibly be? There's a huge contradiction in this witness testimony. Contradiction? The witness has by the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from his entrance to the plaza. However, the witness stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What's the meaning of all this, Mr. Mrs. Wright? Where are you going with a little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's why you're going a little wrench theory, which leads me to our next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that someone slipped past the ventriloquist? Well, he's obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness was lying. He was blinded by a rivalry with Max. Well, the defense argument does hold water. This witness does have a history and animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? You went lying just to get into the store if he's in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, you flesh out exactly who you saw that night. Ha! I told you so many times. You think you know my stories ain't not changing. You already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. When there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why I'm going to keep after him. Yeah. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. I didn't think I saw Max on the plaza that night. He shot out there. I've been waiting here for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him. You didn't acknowledge his presence. The Max was still with him. I saw Max neglected on the scene. No way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that meant the money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right, money ran up less than the minute I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you were chasing after him. How long was it that you came back and where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I say it's about, I suppose, 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could arrive on the scene in the 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with cross-examination. So you testified you said good evening to Max that night? You must start asking incredibly obvious questions. You said good morning in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you got something to ask? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo? You said good evening at night? Oh, I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quiz, would you prefer you kept your ventriloquist outside of the courtroom? Impossible, the poor woman lives and brings his performance. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong with a bit of a testimony. Is it a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why does it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial with one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial with a co-worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think about having more proof before your lips start flapping this time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. No reason the Trillo would say something nice to Max. But how do I go without proving that evidence? Nothing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Those pretty ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, Anger, how many times have you asked that question by now? If you can ask again and you answer the court, everyone together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun chatting out with everyone else. There's gotta be a hole in the system somewhere. I agree, but do we have proof to make something stick? All we can do is try right now. Picnic? You gotta have something that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. So, is it not true you say you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina to be exact? It wasn't that big of a deal, it was just an argument, a disagreement at most. The disagreement usually doesn't end up with someone getting conked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! You should recount that. We should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is, on that day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they were suddenly being cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness in the stand. There's no way this lewd will come up and say good evening to his rival. Rah! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him in the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honest. I'm just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony in the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe this person who the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he truly met Max that night, he would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilla made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You? Will the defense kindly explain who was the Trilla saw that evening then? Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he could greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilla would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh yeah, I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, wasn't it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilla, isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. What? Order! How did you respond to this? Wait a sec. Well, at first I thought it was an old man, but once I got a better look at it, it was opposite Masculine Galactica. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously saw a single person in the area in the plaza that evening. Roberts identified who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argued that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness had clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloth, and the white roses. The silk hat and the clothes. Anyone can wear them. They even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness had repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma? Do you have any clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point on this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? Oops, let's skip that. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person at the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of doubt In answer to that question, evidence that clearly established one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecutor prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Alright, that part's done. Sweetie, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, the ringmaster left the room, right? Exactly, he told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Master's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulous possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't it a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found in the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. But I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. That mystery just keeps getting deeper. Now that everyone's back, let's get started. This court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. Ms. Von Karma, with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and information for the court record. And when Cloud W, Martin Ray, the thing I was freedom of occupation. I recognize that reference. Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autographic gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in the court. I've never been in the courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best in this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy for your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yes, maybe the joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants inside? I said no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you seen my photo? Dr. Seymour Butt? How's that one? But a couple of clowns were up to no good. Started making trouble. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Moan the Clown. You witnessed the scene around 10:50 p.m. that day of the murder? Correct? Yes it was. Very well, Mr. Curls. Would you please testify what you saw that evening? Oh, Rabbi, a priest, and the rep force here in Rackmine Plaza. Without the humor, please. Okay. Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogy self in court. What you witness. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I can return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I take it to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless, but I keep trying. I keep coming up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I just had to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Are we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be a straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again testimony? Of course you can. I'll talk for as long as you want. That night of the murder, after the practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out of the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was a ringmaster, and that was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching it, and all of a sudden, Max popped up in the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If that eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account could be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilted. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Ah, ha, 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 that must be because of my insecure smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor? I'm afraid if you push this witness too far, it would be a disaster on the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you don't go engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. Because it's kind of straight from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not going with the corny jokes. Okay. Meaning if I press him on the wrong statements, then I get penalized. You just happen to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say after peek, stare, glimpse, peep, eyeball. Mr. Cross! Oh, I guess that synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Exactly, why did you look out the window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need to really look out the windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant like, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard an amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked at the window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow, ow, ow. I thought that you forgot to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Cross, please revise your testimony. Let's just start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. What was the noise like? What did it sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Crow, may the court remind you the humor is unnecessary. So, how did you forget I was going to make a joke? Ah ha ha ha. I guess that's the sound sounded like it's supposed to sound like someone getting hit something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... You say you saw the remaster get clunked over the head? Yes, I did. It's a climax of my story. He really isn't trying to complete random, non-secure. What did you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found on the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. I did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Ha ha ha. Mo, did you not see the crime of the murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in the manner. You better have an excellent reason in attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. The nice penalty. Isn't that a bit melodramatic? So what will be there, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis of believing that my witness did not see the crime? I got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will tell us by all the great reason? Of course I will. And the reason is the witness' very own testimony. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Most of they hear to sound like a thump or someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max honked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to believe he says he looked out the window upon hearing the sound, there's no way that he could see Max honk anyone. In 1972, the Clack Tower said, Mr. Curl, how did you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? He didn't commit. Pounds probably escaped from the maximum security clown car. Mr. Curl, have you ever tried the C-team thing to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick! This type of witnesses always seem to have such a memory. You just have to peel back to the layers of the clown to make us find the truth. Well, are you back for your jog? Well, it's pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out the window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Oh, karma! Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on a permanent vacation, as they say. Shoot. Mr. Curls! Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime, however, you did say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, please tell us what you saw. I expect the truth. If I catch a hip or joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. It wasn't been far away, but a shadow could have only belonged to Max. No doubting about it, especially since I saw his upply symbols. His silk hat, the black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouette, but there's no doubt it was him. The clock was flustering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Still seems like the defendant wasn't seeing the crime. It took a clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, right? It is a decisive testimony. Was Max really had seen the crime that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. You say you saw all of Max's upply symbols? I suppose so. I still had the clothes, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Max Galactica has 3 upply signals. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he saw there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbol, just to forget to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Tell you what, for the silence, fool, you are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses in the first place, Paul. The crime scene was dark. I thought it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the Rosa must have fallen out when it defended assaulted the victim. If that's the case, then the police would have found one near the scene of the crime. Mr. Wright, are these Wright Rosa's material the facts of the matter case? Clearly not, he was just toying with the court. I got it on the rope now. You're seemingly insignificant fast that we never failed to let me the truth. Someone is playing the court, but that's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? No way I can make a mistake wearing those pretty ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with a crazy getup and a snow stick so high? How can you mistake someone with such a sloppy three-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all three of Max's symbols. How this witness said there are no white roses in the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Order. How am I supposed to think one's supposed to be disregarded pointless, but this? Just forget the roses, think about the other testimony. The witness stated that there's no doubt he saw Max Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap up this case now. Your Honor, if I may trivial, but this casts doubt on the prosecutor's case. Frankly, I have no doubts about this case. It seems like, unlike wine, the witness has not grown and more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to the conclusion. I'm 99% that the witness saw the defendant. However, I remain 1% of the doubt is reasonable. Which means for the peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. Or what? If there's no contradiction in the next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. There's no doubt in my mind, there were no Wright roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there, I'm pretty equally sure about that. Especially the silk cat, there's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. It was right in the entire time that was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you got one last chance on this. Just one chance? Thank you, Herlock Show. I will not allow the slightest hint of badgering against the witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction of Mr. Kroll's testimony, you better have at least shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I only got a single shot at this. I got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw, right? Would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of part, Mr. Wright? This one, Karma. Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found on this crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell on top of the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified the contrary. The witness stated that he was already wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You were old enough to know it'd be better than behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is the eyesight of your memory, amongst other things. Oh. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go on hints on my eyesight or my memory. They're both great! Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me, just thinking you belong here, am I older again? I'm younger than you. Wow, sob! Jeez. Enough of the child's outburst, Mr. Cross. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even though I didn't see his roses, he was still wearing a dumb silk hat. I'm telling you the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. It was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? It's something I've been mulling over a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness testimony is full holes. Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless. Ugh. You got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Isn't that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter the story of how the criminal left the scene? Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that the testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all the witness testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is ridiculous as the clown car he came on the court in. Wait just a second! You guys are gonna ignore everything I said? Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a sec. I think you said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse than they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curl. Yes? The testimony you provided up till now has been false? It hasn't been false, I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused with the bit part of the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk what I really saw. Order! Order! I will have order! Francisco Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you have heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly had the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. It's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what you have to say. Now then, let's hear the truth of what you really saw, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not going to believe when it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic tribal. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I have said up till now has been the truth. When I look out the window, the Wigmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was still wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now, so get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew on the air. He flew right up and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Blind people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave a scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that could actually happen. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of my story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of such a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright? It's obvious that the witness eyes are playing tricks on him. Don't be such a fool! Who in the world do you think what mistakes I jerk for? Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, you look really serious right now. More serious than you look all day. I suppose I will let you all on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I love to believe that. I just can't wrap my head around that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you regard it, you prove Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I got a feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings in this court. In the undisputed fact the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow I want us to find out the reason behind the mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They said the criminal flew up in the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me this fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless to you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and you have the whole me in the air. Wow, you just told me the secret of your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break the magician's creed and never reveal the secrets to the tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea! Let's do our best and catch that sucker. Alright, let's try it. Nick? What is it? I got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yeah, magic tricks are the very definition of tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed at Pearl. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me that was credible. Pearl did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Heh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand and then she just separated. She could move up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How did you do that? Wow, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Apparently hard tricks like flying away and seeing the murder. You take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Oh, my sweeties! You might hurry up and get me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people in the local TV station came by. Since I'm a famous magician, they say, let's make you a very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galacticus, The Great Prison Escape would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I quit it, they'll never let me out of here for reals. Well, it will surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage the real prison break. You seem awfully calm about this possibility. I have no choice. It'll be a contractual obligation. That's show business. On the night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off in the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, Seedy. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying into the sky is not something I could do at will. I don't care what the stoogie clown says, it wasn't me. Max, will you teach me the trick behind flying? You have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I have a favor to ask you. Anything for you, sweetie? Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why will I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look at performing on the world stage. Well, the performers in this circus are completely and utterly devoted to ambition. That is something that I simply cannot tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about that what Max said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I told the story like 100 times already, but so it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I could tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture of the Grand Prix that with me. Just look at the fabulous stage. That's the first time that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At the time, I thought of myself I could die right then and be a die-happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotion, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain it to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweetie, you can have this picture of my triumph. Make sure you show it to all the other members in the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes, wait. Quit your whining. Just do the shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but chill. This isn't going to work. Are you doing saying dumb things? Right? You would have to be on your own someday. Yeah, well, something as simple as this. What are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. What do you do, Trillo? What are you doing here? Can you do a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give out until I said we tried an idea for a new routine. So, we're gonna try to sing for a round in a new ventriloquist app. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. You're not the only ones. You seem surprised for me with your idea. Once you get the grips of the basics, it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I want to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time for me to one more shot Regina. I know you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was an old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Oh, yeah, that's right. And he said hello, didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those draughty symbols. Oh yeah, I thought he was wearing those symbols. What do you think, men? What? Oh, I would have thought it was a ringmaster. Something about the everything up here. I wonder what they really saw. I was hoping you could ask me more about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her to even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really want to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Wait, like this is the best part of being alone. How so? If you had a clue, you wouldn't know waiting such a sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches with your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red, she looks like a violet tornado. Or tomato. Tornado. So how's the new routine working out? We should just make a chill pill radio keep it a secret. We're gonna make the ventriloquist world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. Let me get one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because a jerk said we could. A jerk? Max Galactica. Former shame of the world. Who do you think he is? Trillo, you seem to really be fired up with all of this. He's the reason I'm the only one who conquered the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I Trilloquist will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to glorious victory. Not to rain your parade, but what new moments your song would be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. This one Carmel told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. This is that old man sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he'll tell you like you should be doing something. I guess he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts when you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to them herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to whip back by the whip woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on her. Every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like you wanted him pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here to disappear into the sky. If that's what happened, it must have killed passed by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who's in that room, behind the window up there? The acrobat got his room up on the third floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma gonna start her investigation up there. So don't got any ideas of going up in the acrobat's room, got it, pal? Francisca Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, are you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Ah, right. Welcome to the fabulous cafeteria. Yikes, he's in awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is? Real time. Why does everyone cry when they Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this is easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Bzz, wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? Aha, I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly. It's incredible style plays that cafe. I did it! What's going on? You're being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, isn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be that tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's why you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all the great stories, even great jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You used to say no shoes, no shirt, no servants joke. Exactly, how can you not laugh at them coming like that? Are you 100% sure about touch point today? I saw what I saw, I swear, I keep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. Still in the strange making positive that was Max. I don't see a sight wrong, I'm supposed to be telling the truth. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing's enormous. He's in his picture, I think. He makes us worship him every day. He makes us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? I want to hear more about Max's bust. Not that I'm in. Oh my god, that sounds bad. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I think about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, here's a photo of the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put his picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Oh. Is there something else that changed about the place? Nope, nothing changed that I can see. What is he actually thinking about this? Or is he setting up for a bad joke? Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mo is a good mo in my book. I guess there really aren't the things that have changed, huh? Well, there's one tiny thing that's really different. Tell us. Well, in the morning the crowd looked aboard. This piece of paper was posted at front and sensitive. Piece of paper? It's torn, but I don't know what it said. It could have been the title. Yikes! It says to the murderer. Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after the paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Nick, I think we better follow this up an important lead. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster accompanied me into the room. In a company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned the incredible Wright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what note written that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun of my sweeties. Go on and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask the sweetie pie princess. Next to the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put his mask costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyways? Was it really that cold or something? Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the paper pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I got a feeling I know what this is. I bet the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence to what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight on the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's how the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called the ringmaster. Hey, there's the gumshoe. You sure did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. Oh wait, Miss Von Karma. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? No, my man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, quick. See ya, pal! I don't know that gumshoe can run that fast. So much for being Blackfoot. I was saying grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside, it's freezing out here. The wind is bringing us— ow! It's biting us lashes from a whip. Von Karma, she really did appear. It was a real battle today, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You have to jump off scares like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day. Tomorrow, like the day my dream finally come true. You start about my defeating your hands, making national waves. Ha ha ha! National news. You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix, your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think you might be overestimating the importance of the wind just a smidge. Just one comment. It appears you had your hands into something, huh? I'm gonna make you pick up on that much. Anyone could. You just decided to look a bit to the 10 packs paper they have. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Conclusive witness? You must be the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons to him and we call the witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I get it already. You wanna beam and destroy me. I couldn't worry about her. I gotta try to find out more information myself. Why do you keep getting me the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must be an esteemed man from Von Karma? Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of wit. Now, when did I ever bring out my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, that I have to see him again one more time. Him? I'm sure you know whom I prefer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why did you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, haven't you? Do you know who we would trade a gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred Von Karma. Exactly right. That was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. Mouse looks like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and I are the same age. Edgeworth. A man who impressed me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one. He never set foot in the court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note to the prosecutor's state office. Prosecutor Edgeworth chose death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after he left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victor's mobile and honorable name, Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're going to give for prosecutors or not, but I had enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle in this country's ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk to the performer on the 3rd floor. Sorry I brought it up, Nick. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. And here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How did you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope and the flying trapeze. And nowadays, I only perform as my wheelchair. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such a terrible care of me, it was truly a lifesaver. Either the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him with all the good of his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind of his performer. Perhaps he was too kind of his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I have to take a hit of grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves of my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. An accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Cyclops. It doesn't seem that Agro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly where were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I've been hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. Wonder what went on to the circus then. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation or murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got even called a prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Gee, Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Aquel? At night, I was in the bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see, so I see the crying right below your window. And that's when I look out of the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up through the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're actually positive that was Max stop playing? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick. I had a bad feeling about this. Yeah! Nick! Wonderful. Today's present must be for Little Phoenix. Stay, heal! Oh, Maya, Nick. It's you guys. I'm sorry. I just made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out of their lesson. I was thinking more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything is alright with Regina. Just to go back to clear everything up, why did you want to teach Bunny a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He got something that means a lot of me. Something that means a lot of you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it was a stage costume. It got lots of sparkles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. You should? When the costume gets hit in the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Do it all to us. There's no turning down that request. Yeah, you're really gonna do it? Regina, have you seen this costume? Have you seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it when I was there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I was taking Agron's breakfast in the morning. That's when I was to take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria to eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket. And then what? I wonder if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, didn't you? I did, I stuck it up there. How'd you know? It was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? On the morning of the murder, I think? That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. That's Pepper, isn't it? In the cafeteria? Huh? It's in the cafeteria. It's not? I haven't seen it there. So this is in the cafeteria, Pepper. You know, I'm not really a big fan of Pepper. Mona here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Nick, it's money! The monkey's holding something. That's it, that's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take us on, monkey, attorney style. Ooh, 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 scratch, scratch. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, wah, ooh, 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 ooh. Yikes! Wah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it out when Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine where you are. You know what I mean. I want to try to reach in the costume. Yeah, take it to the circus and I guess a piece of quiet tail. Savage. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl would know would actually wear. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you, you really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys know as much as fun of this girl. Hey, Regina. The costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? It isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know the lion they told us about? Oh, the one that someone killed. Leon. He was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? He almost threw him down and then he opened his mouth, you know, raw. Usually when he does that, he would put my head I'll put my head in his mouth. Wait, you put your head in the lion's mouth? Sure did. People in the crowd always love seeing you do that. They always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they love seeing you do that? Anyways. What was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers! Hello. Welcome to the Bisco at the Circle in the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. Those burgers look great. She's growing like she's some sort of crazy burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible. Anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you to hamburger heaven. I'll bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Shoot! I meant to put the other one. There you go. None of the ringmaster is gone. What are you gonna do? That's all I thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loves Russell. You heard Echo's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He calmed down a bit now, but this is when he heard about the murder. Echo was so upset he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I really think I'll try it on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be the issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. He's probably the reason why the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left for me is to see if anyone can get over his tragedy. You know. The tragedy? You know. What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it, it's nothing at all. You don't think the tragedy does the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo. Isn't he mean? Mo, I mean, no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you say if everyone could get over the tragedy seems a bit strange. Sounds like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right now. Now that we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a bit accident. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us women have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? Fortunately, we have the stuff, so let's do it. No, please tell me what you happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scared and ask me. Hey, look over there, just juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I kinda got the idea what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, wouldn't it? I heard a little bit about Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... I told him so many times, you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. You never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't climb onto me now. Who did Leon bit on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person who promised he wouldn't say anything? It must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. It's just as you said, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would possibly been better if it had. What? How could it have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed in the hospital. And that's all he was ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were acrobatic team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling. But everyone always calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurted out, "Let me perform with Leon!" Why'd you do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way! It's impossible! Smirking lion. Flying murderer. Why does he seem like always bored that catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon on and shot him with the rifle. That's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What am I supposed to do? I had to tell you. All this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like a normal face himself. Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownship. Girlie, I know you got to understand that. Nick, I think I make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Regina sneezes with pepper too? She does. Bat will always tease her with pepper. But Bat? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Ah, Mr. Wright, back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was it someone else? We're back because X was hiding his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It seems like you know something that we know. Oh well, it seems like you got things you wanted to talk about, so fire it away. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was just an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that was a real cause, you have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, will you really tell me that the practice accident was the cause of your injury? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by a lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just gotta keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming to me, I'll be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attack is not the best word I'll be using. So let me rephrase that as battle the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, did you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo. He must have told you. Yes, we learned that from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regard to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue? Anyway, they're an incredible team. Cut down together in their pride. Cut down together. That was when he slipped up, and that's how I figured it out. You two and them ascended in the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident's an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last Cyclops. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault? Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like was the reason you're being evasive. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, the tiger tried to attack me. Regan tried to tag you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught to command and attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bet were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. If I can hand something over to Acro, maybe he'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. This. Where did you get it? Regina posted it in the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it when I was there around breakfast time. I always take Acro to his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina. Dare? Yes, sir, dare. If I can put my head inside Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go out to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't you know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that line was very old to begin with. And age brought her countless experiences doing that very trick. Unfortunately, that particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened? He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I kept going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present for Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, it looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. Then he bit down on Bat's head. The expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick, I know, most said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss One Karma? I already covered everything, so hand over the scarf. But that scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I started to summons Acro to appear in court tomorrow as the witness. Acro, we'll talk more in the prosecutor's office. Acro? The witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Looks like you're all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Alright, let's try to finish it. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go out in front of the audience. I'm working up to it. Teehee! Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch the performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance were you putting on today? Let me guess, you'll fight to the end? It's not that kind of show, isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time for me to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Look, Max, you're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning here! Everybody, let's get stuck to the limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning here, cover. Top to the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. Early bird gets the worm, but then again, worm likes function and brain. Ha 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 ha. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, Wright? Well, I got a feeling that today's gonna be intense. Face off against real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting up his life on the line, literally. It's a guts to spare. That's all I gotta worry about how thin the tightrope is. I'm used to it already. It doesn't mean I won't be able to press him like any other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess it will just have to do without our usual psychological welfare. Today we're relying on evidence. That's the only way we get past Acro's truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. And she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to the court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know when people die, they don't just become stars. And I may be old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe when people become stars. Alright, let's do it. Court conversation with the trial of Master Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss One Karma, you may proceed with the case. The prosecution would like to revise the previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Master Galactica prior to seeing the crime. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to the revision, we have not prepared or explained how to defend the food that night. An explanation of the persecution will present needs to rise. In fact, my detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up scene in my order. Poor Gumshoe. Very well, please call a new witness on the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk to the courtroom tightrope. Name and application. pretend tingling, but anyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat in this very big circus. What were the other night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room and hear the crime scene. My room is on the third floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. In a few moments, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I didn't saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. The witness testimony matched up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, then there's very little the prosecutor may add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get to that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolishly fool who wishes to feel the foolishly sadness of a sad fool. A man must know a proper timing of things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles, that's what it did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with the cross-examination. The light of your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see the human fly by the window? Safety lights lit things up close enough for me to see. Honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside the window. It was the person's bag, but I couldn't see the white roses in the front. Do you see any other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as a cloak wrapped around the body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Or maybe there was something fishy about the latest bit of testimony? There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was given. If there is a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support you claiming the contradiction? You claim to have seen the exact thing they most saw that night. You stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's hand when he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down in your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I am in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found in the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max had two silk hats? No, this is handmade, one-of-a-kind model only made by Maximilian Galactica. Which means Acro, that you were just fiddling on a stand. Order. As always, it looks like someone has just opened their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, but now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would it cost this witness to prove a perjury of the court today? Your Honor, on that occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accused Acro? What do you mean? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, you're accusing him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ha ha ha. I think your trip to the circus has served you well. I think you have learned how to try to grab the audience's heart and mind. Your Honor, you don't allow yourself to be swayed by theoretic. Trying to wow the crowd of smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Well, really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. That's hummingbird. Mr. Dingley, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a look at me. I can't even stand on by myself, let alone leave the launching house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of the murder of all things. See, even a slimmer common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Ready to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is the poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to dumb up a supporter of the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I have a doctor's note to confirm that Edward is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning to make his claim account for this as well? I can hear the defense now. Edward has an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Edward have an accomplice? No, he does not. Now this must be when I hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Ron Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbling about, Mr. Wright? There is no accomplice. Akro planned to commit his murder all by himself. Order, order! What are you getting at? Way to keep throwing your toes, Nick. Now I'm going to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Ekro murdered Mr. Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do it? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. Mr. Phoenix, right? If this witness is the killer, then his right witness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like to clear up something for you. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? He was obviously here the entire time. That's Akro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Akro wasn't able to leave his lodging house by himself. And in that case, there must be only one correct answer. Akro didn't leave his room to leave the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What says you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible. Yes, that's it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he's in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go and see the crime be a killer. You got a point. It seems you forgot that once again, Mr. Phoenix, that the defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Most said he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? I can't leave my room. I obviously can wear a mask costume. How did you do it? The next course of the illegal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If he messes up here, he's right. I can't mess up here. I gotta give this one a serious doubt. I'm sure that I could kill the ringmaster, but he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. How do I know how Mr. Dingley committed the crime, Mr. Wright? I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingley use to commit the crime and murder against Russell Berry? What's that, a picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bus? It's quite a large bus, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it dropped from the third-story window. Ah! See, this is how Akro was able to kill the ringmaster. The force of gravity makes Maximilian Galactica's simple bus. Order, order! So you're saying the bus fell into the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if it were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wield a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Akro's an acrobat. You should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like a bus. Mr. Dingley, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Akro has a lot of words. should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't run away from things this time. No! I'd rather watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical fellow of the witness is material in this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. The testimony, you said? Oh, Karma. He's just using his testimony as a grouse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for that testimony. The defense has a version of a murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way for once in a while? Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can expect testimony. The witness will have no problem, however, it will be with all due respectful to him. Thank you. That woman will take any law to win this case. I suppose I could lift something besides that bus. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to know the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness testimony. It is impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself out far much to look. Not to mention he could have not known the location of the ringmaster's head. A simple false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I've been thinking. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? I still like to proceed with the cross-examination. He's simply stalling. That's shameful, really. I can't let it get to me. I gotta focus. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already know ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I might add. You're silly hinting of things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How could you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding a box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed in the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean if the bus really was to fall upon the point marked by the wooden box, there would be no way that it would hit the head of the victim. No! Order! This is unbelievable. Honey, I got some of these loose ends are starting to stop up. Now I gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here forward. So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box in the scene of crime? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to the rope, and then he had lowered it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. This is specially made. Indeed. It had a most particular feature. The box has a remarkable weight. According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have been required. Oh, I see. One would squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't they? You say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also carries handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head will totally approximate the same place. Fool! Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you have to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could have never done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bus? Of course I remember. It was on top of the table of the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means you understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I got to the bus from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Urgh. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus to the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get professive. I've had to get my wits about me and prove how things happen for once in a while. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get to the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects at any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying that the witness had a monkey steal his bus? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down something to beat the court record. My, that's those very nice cars he's holding. Yes, and they're all made of platinum, which is very shiny. Bruh! Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'll be easier for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to lift that himself, he'll be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is this bus in question at the moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange search of events. Well, let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. Do you mean this bus was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we're more than proving one critical fact. Namely that it was entirely possible Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument is so particular, it's a bit dizzy, however. His argument does hold water, there's no denying that. Ow! I don't seem to have flamboozled, especially the fraud of attorney. Fraud. You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? And what is that? You should know. You forgot the fraud of the magical client spotted the scene of the crime. Ah! There's no reason to doubt this client's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. Oh well, this is my chance to turn this trial around. In the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, thus obeyed, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the client saw? He saw Max's butt. Ow! I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene of the crime. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Our criteria for the... How do you say that? It does indeed have something to do with that question. Mo said he saw Max steal away. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw tonight was Max's bus. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain in this case? Still what you saw was wearing a cloak. No reason why you couldn't attach the cloak to the bus. You'll be able to hang one of those cards in the bus's hands. Idiot. Who's the right man who put the cloak in the bus? Doesn't matter who you put in the bus. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak in the bus? That question is not most important in the case, don't you agree? Though he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak in the bus? Fool! Him? Are you saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Placed the cloak isn't exactly the right way of putting it. Then what was the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Hey, do you really have a handle of all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I could paint, anyways. Alright, if you want to know what I really have in that night, let's step back in time. Acro used the rope to lower the wooden box on the sea. Then he attached that rope to the bus, and dangled the bus in the headroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance near lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over and lifted the wooden box, and that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim, you just wait a second then, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this isn't just true. It can't be. It's still a little early to get so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The importance of the bus and the victim threw the cloak out which neck into the bus. That impact will cause the sound of certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Small Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak already snagged onto the bus. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went up pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea how Mo saw the bus being raised with the clock dangling on it. Apparently because it was wheelchair, he couldn't see out the window. He just kept pulling on the bus stop. And that is how the magical murder word disappeared in the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled up this off is the person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have been you! Macro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of the evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecutor, brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they said they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder weapon method. But there's still something unusual about Mole's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst themselves. Please proceed, Mr. Wright. I want hard proof that you have. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were recalled numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. A silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. And the theory I just presented explained all the contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found in the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He suspected the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat with Mo saw was actually the bus. Makes sense if you look at it that way, that he did see a silk hat with a photo. Fine, you got a one, but what about the other one contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what I said the ventriloquist said in court? He says the witness white roses on Max's chest that night. Well, the clown testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there are no white roses. I'd like to see you try to explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instance when the cloak was snagged into the bus. The cloak snagged into a bus. What happened to the Wright roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged into the front of the bus, it means that the white roses would end up at the back of the bus. Ah! This will explain why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bus. Order, order! This is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's try to keep this down to the road while the water leads. Let's do this, Nick. Well, maybe Moncaro will find throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our carcass, did you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think I didn't? If you did, then maybe you understand why you think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with the relations in circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to think Echo's story. Learn about this relationship with the ringmaster and how life was for him now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro's deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. I think that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of the Mr. Dingley's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it here. I'll finish it up the Turnabout Big Top next time, and I'll probably do a bit of the final case too. So, and with that, this is Ron Phoenix signing off. Peace.